We're a few weeks into the NFL season. I want to rank NFL quarterbacks without seeing who's next after knowing what we know right now. Okay, so there's no more speculation about how the QBs are playing. We know how well they're playing. We'll start out slow. I'm just going to rank 5 quarterbacks. Our very first team. Come on, baby. I absolutely love doing this. And hey, that literally could not be better. Zach Wilson. There is not a single quarterback playing worse than Zach Wilson. It's not true. Justin Fields is playing horrible, but I would still have Justin Fields over Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is so bad right now. Is he just actually bad at football, or is he got some mental block or some struggle that he can't get over right now? I can't tell, but all I know is he's 100% the worst quarterback that you could get right now. Dude, at BYU, he was so nasty. I don't know what happened. Wow, this is a fucking cakewalk to start it out. Kansas City Chiefs. Hello. Where's Ferrari Mahomes? Where's Jackson's brother? Okay, Mahomes first, Zach Wilson 5th. I'm going to up the difficulty. I'm going to put 10 quarterbacks on there next. But this is a nice warm-up. They're making it real easy on me. Baker Mayfield. Okay, here's actually an interesting one. So Baker, when they played the Eagles, Baker looked horrible. But in those first couple of games, he was actually very solid. Like, I think it'd be aggressive to put Baker at 4. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks who have played worse than Baker. I'm going to put Baker at 3. All right. It got spiced up a little bit. Dude, I have been very impressed with Baker in Tampa Bay. Very impressed. And wow, they really want me to shit on Zach Wilson. Sorry, I can't double up on the Jets. See, it's like I could put Rodgers, but Geno. Where does Geno Smith go here? See, now here's the problem with me putting Baker at 3, because I think realistically I should have done this. So Baker would have gone 4, Geno could go 3, but I can't put Geno at 2 because there's so many good quarterbacks left. I have to put Geno at 4 here. All right. I don't know, though, man. I am really impressed with how Baker's played this year. And we get Colts. This is a weird one because Anthony Richardson was playing really well, and then he got concussed, I think. So then Gardner Minshew came in. Minshew, I was not impressed with Gardner Minshew, but I was very impressed with Anthony Richardson. This got really fucking weird. What should this look like? Richardson doesn't have a big enough sample size. Would it go Mahomes, Geno, Richardson, Baker, Wilson? You could even make the argument that it's Mahomes, Baker, Geno, Richardson, Wilson. You could argue the 2, 3, and 4 slot could be argued very well here. I think undisputed is Wilson at 5 and Mahomes at 1, though. All right, let's run it back. We're ranking NFL quarterbacks without seeing who's next, but this is hard difficulty. We've got 10 different slots. Our first quarterback is Deshaun Watson. Wow. First 2 weeks, Deshaun literally made a Twitter burner account to talk shit about people that were talking shit about him. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was so obviously Deshaun's burner. Gosh, he was actually crazy good. In that week 3 game, he was 27 for 33, 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. He looked insanely good. I'm not going to put Deshaun very low here. For some reason, Deshaun Watson's not on this list. So I'm going to pick the guy that looks the most like Deshaun Watson, which is Kyle Trask.
This is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time.
So anybody who skips around in the video is going to go, what the fuck is going on? But for all of us who are here, Kyle Trask is Deshaun Watson. I'm putting him at 4. There's more than 3 quarterbacks better than Deshaun, but the odds that I spin for all of them, like Herbert, Mahomes, Josh Allen, Burrow. Dude, I don't even know. When I say Burrow out loud like that, Burrow has not been that good this season at all. In fact, he's been trash, but like how much... Oh, Broncos got Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson has actually put up the most fantasy points. I think the 2nd most fantasy points of any quarterback. Like, Russell Wilson's actually played pretty solid, but I still wouldn't want him. He's been all right. He's been putting up big numbers, but he has not been clutch. They haven't been closing games. I'll put Russell Wilson at 7. But yeah, I mean, how much do we take into consideration? Oh, God. You're getting 10. You're getting 10, Justin Fields. You have been so bad. It's unbelievable. I'm so sorry. Because when I think of like Bengals, if we land on Bengals here, do we consider Joe Burrow still a top 5 quarterback because he has been a top 5 quarterback? All right, Justin Fields, you got so fucking lucky. Zach Wilson got lucky. Zach Wilson doesn't have to be at the bottom of the leaderboards now because Justin Fields is down there. I guess all I'm saying is like if I get Bengals, I really don't know where I'm going to put him. Ooh, Jalen. Jalen's been amazing, but like here's the thing about Jalen Hurts. It's such a cakewalk offense. I don't mean that to discredit him, but holy shit. When you can literally like tush push, that's the name of your fucking play for a touchdown. And when DeAndre Swift can get 180 rushing yards a game, he put up 130 against the Buccaneers. He put up 175 in week 2. Like that offensive line is doing so much, so well. But I also do want to say I really like Jalen Hurts. And I think he's I think he's an excellent quarterback still. I'm going to put him at 3 here. So I actually have Deshaun at 4 and then Hurts at 3, which makes me feel like I probably should have put Deshaun at 5. Next quarterback is Kenny Pickett. Yikes. So Kenny Pickett, I mean, people already didn't regard Kenny Pickett as that good. And then in week 1, he was trash. He's been picking it up. He's been all right. I don't think Kenny Pickett deserves anything higher than 6. Here's the thing though, like if I'm building a team right now, I actually would definitely rather have Russell Wilson than Kenny Pickett. But I feel like I got to put Pickett at 6 here because there's going to be a much worse quarterback that could go at 8. There's a lot of guys that could go at 8 that shouldn't be Kenny Pickett. I think Sam Howell is very mid. I think Desmond Ritter is very mid. Jordan Love's been really good. I think Mac Jones is mid. Tannehill looks like shit. I actually think there's a lot of talent left. I'm actually going to put Pickett at 8. We'll see if that comes back to bite me, but I think it's the right decision. And okay, Cincinnati Bengals. Where do you put Joe Burrow? I can't put Joe Burrow above Jalen Hurts. I cannot. I think over the course of their careers, Joe Burrow has consistently been a better quarterback, but looking at him this year, he has just really struggled. Maybe he's just in a slump and they'll catch their stride again, but Joe Burrow does not deserve to be above Jalen Hurts. And here's where I fucked up I never should have put Deshaun at 4. I should have put Deshaun at 5. Then I could put Joe Burrow at 4. But I'm going to have to put Burrow at 5 here. Although I will say this is just a mistake of mine because Burrow should definitely be higher than Deshaun Watson. It's almost harder now that there's a few weeks of football. Oh, Tannehill. Perfect. Perfect, actually. Oh, wait. No, not perfect. Oh, if I had put Pickett at 6, I could put Tannehill at 8. Tannehill's been so bad. Tannehill gets 6. Ugh, I don't like this anymore. Hey, you know, it's all based on the wheel, though. You know, because I could get a dog right here. Justin Herbert. Exactly what we needed. You know, you could make the argument that Herbert has been a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts. If you make the argument that Jalen Hurts' offense is so fucking cakewalk that he's simply going to get wins and his reads aren't that difficult, you could make the argument that Herbert's been better. As I'm recording this, Chargers are 1-2 and the Eagles are 3-0. So it just depends how much you value wins as a quarterback stat. You guys can argue Jalen Hurts and Herbert all you want, but 2 and 3 is accurately where they should be here. And now I have to I left 1 open. Why did I did this so bad. You guys ready to see the most dog shit tier list you've ever seen in your whole fucking life? This is the most pitiful thing. I think literally this might be the most pitiful thing I've ever seen. It's so bad. All right, now let's adjust it. So now that everyone has sunk this into your brain, let's adjust to this. Okay, Justin Fields has been bad, but I would way rather have Justin Fields than Zach Wilson because at the very least, Justin Fields is a super good athlete and he can run the ball. Zach Wilson can run the ball, but nowhere near as good as Justin Fields. If both guys are dog shit at throwing, give me the guy who's faster. Not to mention, I think Zach Wilson has a way better team around him. I think the Bears just kind of suck. And Justin Fields sucks. But the Jets are way too good to have Zach Wilson back there. Pickett at 8 is aggressive. I think I would probably... Bryce Young's really struggled. I'd probably go Bryce Young at 8. I'd go Tannehill at 7. Pickett at 6. Wilson at 5. Burrow at 3. Hurts at 2. Herbert at 1. Deshaun at 4. I actually perfectly put Deshaun where he should be. Talking all this about Deshaun, but I think Deshaun ends at 4. So anyone who skipped around the video, there's no Deshaun Watson in this tier list. So Kyle Trask is Deshaun Watson. Felt like they looked really similar, so you guys could pick up on that. All right, boys, 8 quarterbacks, ranking them without knowing who's next. Our first team, hey, we get the running back. We get the running back with Bryce Young. He has been really bad, and I was going to say, you know, before Andy Dalton came in, I was going to say it was Bryce Young's fault. But, dude, veteran Andy Dalton, who... Gosh, I mean, he is well past his prime. Andy Dalton came and played really well against the Seahawks. That made me think, damn, Bryce Young really is just struggling. If Andy Dalton can come out here and make the Panthers offense look like a legitimate passing offense. There's still quarterbacks worse than Bryce Young, but not too many right now anyway. I'm going to put Bryce Young at 7. Bryce Young is playing worst out of all rookie quarterbacks, and he was the obvious first pick. You know, by the way, who got the most shit? CJ Stroud got the most shit. Ooh, Desmond Ritter. Desmond Ritter sucks. Gosh, do I really put Yeah, I'm gonna put Desmond Ritter below Bryce Young. I'm gonna MM casual this out loud and say I don't know nearly enough about Desmond Ritter to know if he deserves to be lower than Bryce Young. My bias was watching the Lions-Falcons game and going, wow, they couldn't score a single point. But yeah, I just want to give flowers to CJ Stroud. People gave him so much shit for no reason. Bills money. We get Josh Allen. I'm gonna put Josh Allen at 2. just in case. I really should put him at 1. No, there's a couple guys that put above him for sure. Yeah, like remember when CJ Stroud performed poorly on that like IQ test thing? People were like dogging him for it. It's like, shut up. We get Cardinals. Josh Dobbs. Josh Dobbs is probably not going to be on here. I don't even remember like how they signed Josh Dobbs or how any of that went down, but we're going to pretend that Kyler is Josh Dobbs. Gosh, he's been good. He's been shockingly awesome. I would take him over Bryce Young and Ritter right now. He's significantly outperforming them. I'm going to put him at 5. I'm going to put Josh Dobbs at 5. Be 1 quarterback worse and 3 better. I think that's accurate. Yeah, I've really liked watching Josh Dobbs play. I saw, Kirk Cousins? Kirk, statistically, is like QB1. Like, statistically. He could win MVP with the stats he's putting up. But I don't think it's fair. If you're 0-3, I think, and the quarterback is the most important position, I don't want to say wins are a QB stat. I think that's silly. But to some degree, Kirk has to be responsible. Like, if Mahomes was 0-3, I'd say the same thing. But they're not. I think Cousins, still worse than Josh Allen, is good, but I don't know. Cousins keeps stringing together these fucking 350-yard, 4-touchdown games. Damn, Chargers. This is good. This is working out very well because I like Herbert at 1 once again. Herbert at 1, Allen at 2, Cousins at... This is the best one I've done so far. Just depends what I get in here. If I get Kansas City Chiefs... Oh, we're just clapping this whole thing. Dak. I mean, head-to-head, Josh Dobbs beat Dak. But I still think Dak's a better quarterback. But yeah, I don't know. Dak's wishy-washy for me. Dak continues to be wishy-washy every season, actually. It's kind of the Dak Prescott thing. I definitely take Herbert Allen and Kirk Cousins over him. And I definitely take Dak over Josh Dobbs, Bryce Young, and Desmond Ritter. All right here is the 6 slot. Holy shit, I actually literally did this perfect. I don't really think this is even arguable. Are you guys gonna argue this? Dude, I actually think this was perfect. All right, boys, hey. This is ranking NFL quarterbacks without knowing who's next. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.